Hello, hello. I finally have internet at home, so I'm back. Back to doing our weekly Crabiscopes. Earlier, Ramona is way back there. She was out here eating, but she saw me come in and got scared. Hi, Beth. See the isopods? No, there's one anyway, right there. Hello. Little bug. And there's Anne. Hi, Anne. Alligator bug. Is that Stephanie? I know that email address, but I can't think of who it is. Do you guys see the isopod right there? Is it Jeannie? Is that how you pronounce it? Jeannie or Jean? Somebody's on the wheel too. Ditto's over here. That's the female Brevimanus. With the E, so Jeannie. Okay, welcome to Periscope. What's everybody doing tonight? I finally got my bark back. It's been in a friend's freezer for a month. So, to make sure all the bugs are dead. So, they got a new piece of maple bark up there. And then I gave them another small piece up there. And I shifted that other log just a little bit. They really like climbing up to the very top of that log and hanging out. So, I thought they might like that little peninsula thing sticking out there too. Lots of isopods in this log. There should be another little guy right down there. It's funny to watch them because sometimes they kind of have little fights when they run into each other. Like they're very hostile. Very cranky all the time. They've been out here munching on carrots. They got mango tonight. This was apple fluff, but looks like they've been eating it. And, oh, wow. They really went to town on the crushed nuts I had in there. And, looks like they ate quite a bit. That was ground flax, freekeh, and roasted flax whole. And it looks like they picked over that pretty good. I don't have any green sand in here tonight. And they're just about out of worm castings. I think that's Phi that's on the wheel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Phi is dark. Is my signal dropping, or are you guys having trouble staying connected? Because I'm not seeing any comments, and I only see one person watching. Of course, this will be on replay, and you can always come back and watch the replay. Okay, Beth is here. The replay is usually on Periscope for 24 hours, and then now that I have internet, I can upload it to our YouTube channel, and you can always catch it again over there. I don't know if you guys can see. You're fine for a change, okay. I've got a little Caribbean right back there. That must be Casey. I recognize the last name. Welcome. Oh, Beth, you might have to go out and come back in. There's Ramona hiding back there. and somebody without a name. There's also a couple little someones underneath there. I moved that log today. That looks like forest. And I don't know who's in the other land snail shell. Underneath there with forest. But I moved that pawnee wood or whatever, that log up to the front today. So that's like a new hiding place. It's still sort of blocking the saltwater pool so that it doesn't splash. And I tried planting a bunch of seeds in there earlier this week in that area right there because it was going to be wet. And the crabs just ate all the seeds, so I give up on trying to get sprouts going in the tank. I'm just going to use my germinator. Wheel walker. Not sure why Ditto's sleeping out here. Usually she's in the cork bark log. Maybe the boys were harassing her too much. Hi, Miss Mary. Yeah, I never get anything to sprout because they eat all the seeds before they even have a chance. Every single time. And then the ones they didn't eat, they buried under the sand. Mary has like a forest of flax growing in her tank. Take it out for a little bit, Anne. I had to take mine out for a little bit because I was going to try to hang it up like Mary has hers. But I can't figure out where. I don't have enough, like back there is the only place I have enough open wall space to hang it. But then I'd have to move that log and figure out how to hang it. And I don't know, after like a week and a half, I decided that it wasn't going to get mounted that way anytime soon. So I just put it back in. They'll think it's new again. Usually you can see, there's such a reflection. There's at least one Indo in there. I can see him. See his silhouette back there. Anybody up there? No. That's the freshwater. Oh, you moved it into the other tank. That's a good idea. Make him jealous. I got my zebra isopods today. Was it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. They haven't tried the wheel? Strange. You have yours mounted up high, don't you? Maybe if you can you put it down on the sand for a while until they figure out what it is? I got my giant box of moss today, too. Oh, it's sub-level. That's weird. Once one of them does it, then I think they'll probably be all over it. They're just hiding back there. Little turds. Ramona has been super skittish. Oh, they prefer the dish to the wagon, to the hamster wheel. That's so funny. I was gonna put one of those in my tank too, and I forgot. I thought about that the other day. Of course, there's nobody out and about except the one walking on the wheel, which is Fee. Even the isopods went away. They had a whole bunch of the nuts. There was a bunch of raw, like walnuts and I think macadamia nuts and cashews in there. Maybe that's what Forrest is doing back there. Probably sitting back there eating. And whoever else is back there with him or her. I really like it set up like this too. I have a whole bunch of bark from that tree, and I was gonna put a bunch of it in here. Then I'm like, well, that's gonna clutter things up if I put too much in here. So I just started out with a couple small pieces for now. I could probably, now that I'm sitting down here, if I had a long enough piece to bridge up there, from there across over to there to make another aerial walkway. There's probably somebody down in that stump too if I look. Yeah. See the shell? They're in there all the time too. And there's Ramona. Whoever else is back there. Can you see there's another viola back in the back too? It's 150 gallons. The other viola is like right there. They keep pulling, so that little crocheted thing is from Amber, and it came with a little log, like as a weight in the bottom of it, and they keep pulling it out. I don't know why if they're chewing on it or what, but they pull it out. Oh, one of the endos is back there too, behind the other viola. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. We're going to go in through the top if I can not drop the glass. Oh, maybe that's not going to work. Why is it? Hold on. Oh, it's stuck on the wire. Sorry. I was trying to lift the lid so that you guys could see, but the wire is stuck. Wow, this is like drunk Periscope. But I promise there's crabs back there. I'm out of practice, Anne. You probably can't see him, but back there in front of that little Clypetus, there are so many isopods. Maybe if I turn off... Okay, I'm going to put the phone down again. Hold on. I brought one of the lights down. Maybe if it's a little darker, we'll get some more activity. The littles are up to nothing. One of the violas was out earlier today. A lot of nothing going on in there. I need to fill water dishes tonight. They all stay way back there against the wall. I hardly ever even see them out here on the cork bark for some reason. That's my isopod trap for the isopods I've been shipping out. I'm trying to lure them into that little dish with worm castings. And then I try to sort them out from the substrate. There are so many of them in here. I don't know why these guys are just not... yeah, on the big tank. Yeah, I normally leave just one of them on. So there's a little bit of light, but not too much. that guy's still on the wheel. Fee's just going to town. Wish Ditto would get up. Or somebody. Did you guys all go and vote? There were so many entries this month. Make sure you tell your friends. I know Anne voted already. And Jeannie voted, and Mary voted. You know, Beth, I swear, and when I see people that have, 200-gallon tanks or bigger tanks, I'm jealous of them. Like, I feel like my tank is, like, it seems so small and crowded. Free prizes. That's right, we give away free prizes. It still seems like, I guess just because I want them to have so much room, that I sometimes forget how much room they really do have. And that when, other people who don't know me that well, like when the cable guys came in here, I'm sure they were like, what the hell? They didn't ask me what was in here, which most people normally do, but I'm sure they would have been totally freaked out if I told them all this tank was for hermit crabs. Yeah, like that. You're kidding, right? Charlie, is Charlie the black and white kitty? Gray. I don't... Tucker was also gray? They're both gray? Oh my gosh, when we were out driving today, I saw a little tiny Siamese kitten on the road, and it was like going back to its house, but it was too little to be out where it was at. I really wanted to stop and pick it up. I can't have a cat. Fee's still walking. Mom brought home a box of bananas, and I have fruit flies in here on the glass. I can see them. That's annoying. So I guess I'll get to try out that cup trick that Greg told us about, with putting was it vinegar you put in the bottom, and then you put the saran wrap over the top of it, and poke holes in it. He was a tabby. Oh. Why was I thinking he was the gray one? I can't keep your kitty cat straight. Apple cider vinegar, yeah. So my thought, I know Amber's not here, but my thought for putting a carnivorous plant in here was that I have a small canning jar, like a jelly jar, I guess. So I'm thinking that I ordered some really small Drosera, like sundews and butterworts. So I would put like one of those planted in that mason jar, and then put the saran wrap over the top with the ring on it and just poke holes in it so that fruit flies could get in and feed the plant, but then the crabs couldn't get in there, and it would be able to be warm and humid in the tank too. So I thought that was going to be a perfect idea until Amber said that hers like melted, but I don't think, as long as they have good drainage, I don't think they can get too hot or too humid. So I found a little bit of my leftover glowstone and a little bit of coral sand. So I'm going to put some of that in the bottom of the jar to help with the air around the roots. So I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try. Forest, come out. They really like these yellow carrots. I cut them up today. Like, most carnivorous plants live in a bog. Like, they're in a wet, it's hot, it's humid, and it's really wet. But they need, like, the soil is mostly perlite. No, I'm definitely not going to. The plants don't need bugs to live. That's the thing. The plants are fine on their own. The bugs, they dissolve them and can absorb them, but they're not required for them to live. But in the summer, like when I want to feed fruit, it would be nice if that would be a simple way to keep them under control. And I don't want to do a Venus flytrap because they can only close their traps so many times, and then the traps die and fall off, and they're very slow growers. The sundews and the butterworts, to me, like, you get more bang for your buck. Well, this is kind of a snooze fest, you guys. I'm sorry. Other than Fee having like a super intense hamster wheel workout. Even the isopod that was out at the beginning of the Crabiscope is like MIA. Maybe she'll get off. Oh, are you gonna come say hi? Are you gonna come say hi? Save Mama's Crabiscope from being a total flop? She's like, I are helping. I are help you, Mama. The other day, I think it was Jodie Foster, was trying to get up into this this thing, but I didn't know it. I just happened to turn around and look, and it was like spinning wildly around. I don't know how she got it spinning that fast, but it was hilarious. Hi, Fee. Maybe I shouldn't put the camera right in your face. You'd probably be more likely to come over. Well, I named it Jodie Foster because I have another crab named Foe, and Jodie Foster changed into the same identical shell as Foe on the same day, and like started acting like her, hanging out in the worm castings all the time. And then one day she was digging down, and I thought it was Foe, and it was Jodie. So I just like think it's funny that she's trying to be just like Foe, and it was like a single white female, so I named her Jodie Foster. Even though she doesn't look anything like Foe, she just insists on wearing the same shell and mimicking her behavior. Come on, Fee. Come on. We're gonna go backwards into the dish, apparently. They're so funny. Just like bulldozing on top of somebody the other night to get into the water dish. Move down here and see if anybody else is. No, those two bozos are still just sitting back there, being brats. I know you're back there. Look at them. They're so cute, but they're just sitting back there doing nothing. Ramona fell backwards into the water dish the other day. She is super skittish. Like, she had been gone for a while. She molted and then came back up, and then she disappeared again for a little bit. And, she's been super skittish, but she fell backwards into the water. Beth, there are 27 right now. But, like, Fee is probably what I would call a medium-sized crab. And there's like about three that size. Most of them are smalls and mediums. Like Fum is the biggest, Fum and Ditto, and Fum is significantly bigger than Ditto, but I don't think that Fum qualifies as a jumbo yet. So I'm still overcrowded. There's the console. Or no, that's the remote. So that's the remote that I was telling you about on Amazon. And then, hold on, I'm going to get up again. So, there's the base. And look, there's, do you recognize, there's the little, the grow shell thing that you sent me. And then, oh, I kept these out of all those shells I got. I love these candy stripes, so I kept those, and those are some old ones I have. But also in front of the tank is the bracelet that you sent me, and the keychain, and this little guy. Okay, anyway. So, there's the unit. So it's telling me, no, this is my old periscope. So if you go through the channels, so number 3... that's in the littlest tank, and that's the littlest tank. That's nothing. That's the room. That's the big tank, and that's the upper part of the big tank. So, and I can just take this anywhere and know what's going on in the tanks. So I really like that. He's a magnet. Can you see? Beth sent me all this cute stuff from Ocean City last year. So it was that. And that. Okay, so that's one of the sensors right there. And then I have the other one up there. You sent me a t-shirt too. So I have 2 of the remotes in each tank just to make sure I've got a range of temperatures and that everything's as it should be. Probably overkill, but whatever. Let's see, what else do I have down here? I have my Garbage Pail Kid hermit crab. Gotta love Garbage Pail Kids. Fee, where are you going? You're our only entertainment. Oh, I see Ditto's leg. Ditto's awake. You just gonna sit there? Yeah, she's the female that the male was trying to copulate with. I don't know if he was ever successful. She's starting to come out a little bit more now, but like right now, none of the males are out. They're probably all in the log. Usually when she comes out, they follow her. So I don't know if she's getting... I don't know if she's getting past her molting or her mating phase and they're less interested or what. All they say is that, you know, they're, it's right after they finish a molt is when they're likely to mate, but the chance is like less likely as they get closer to their next molt. But as big as she is, she probably shouldn't molt until like fall. So, you know, how long is she able to copulate and have fertile eggs? And I can see one of the endos, you guys probably can't see, is trying to come forward. There's Lulu. Too much reflection. Let's see. No, maybe that's not an Indo. That might be Phi. Now that I can see the shell, I think that's Phi. Phi is really dark, like almost black, but is in the exact same shell as Phi. So I have Phi, Phi, Fo, and Fum. Hi, Phi. Of course, Mary's the only other one that's amused by that. Hey, baby. Oh. Hi. Are you gonna come say hi? You're gonna get really close. You're making it blurry. You're too close. Personal space. Look how hairy her legs are. It's going blurry. Are you gonna go hassle Ditto? That'll make Ditto really happy. She is a really pretty crab. She's a really pretty color. I don't think it's gonna focus right there. This is kind of creepy. Hi, Pam. Why are you going so slow all of a sudden? I need to back off. Yeah, if I'm not paying attention, I don't see the comments come up and they fade off the screen before I can see them sometimes. You can come back out of the shadow. So Faux is actually down for a mold. Yeah, that's the one Amber made and sent to me. And I switched it with this because this was basically Faux's hangout spot before she went down to molt, and I switched it out for that one because that one's got a little wider opening and a little lower to the ground. What did you find? What did you find? Did your signal drop, Jeannie? Sometimes Periscope is really sensitive. It kicks you out a lot. So, no, we were gonna do them. It was a project that we had. I think to do like different species trading cards, but not enough manpower and time to make that happen. Yeah, I know. If I could do nothing but Crab Street Journal full time and get paid, I would totally do that. So this dish has ground up flaxseed, roasted whole flaxseed, and it had some freekeh in it. Oh, hi Beth's mom. I'm glad you're home and feeling better. But they've picked over that dish pretty good. They also ate most of the nuts. See, Beth, now you have proof that you're not the only crazy crab lady out there. It's so funny that he she turned the bowl around and around and around. Get it to just the right spot. My crabs are hit and miss on shrimp. And like, I put in raw pork last weekend, I think. I put in a little bit of... Hi, new people. I put in a little bit of raw pork and the carrots, and they didn't touch the raw pork, and they were fighting over the carrots. So like, that's what's left of a carrot. And there's a red carrot right there with a giant chunk out of it. Yeah, I have good luck with them eating the dried shrimp, but not the whole shrimp so much. And I think we talked about this before. If it's been frozen... If it's been frozen, they seem less interested in it, like it affects the scent or something. Under the sea. These are land crabs, not marine crabs. Fee's being a booger and harassing Forrest and whoever else is down there. Ditto's not moving very fast. She's just like hanging out. You saw an alien where? Okay, Phi is coming out now. Slowly. Cautiously. Do you see the leg? The barbecue grill. Pan back to the right. Okay. Are you calling my crab an alien? By the gauge? Back there? No, definitely not an alien. Up top. What? Oh! 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 I think that is Oreo. Oh, and I think somebody's pushing Oreo. Or is he backing out? Hold on. Hold on. Yep. Somebody else is trying to get out and was pushing. Poor Oreo. It's like, dude, I was sleeping. Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally missed it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was looking down low. Too funny. Let's not fight, kids. Everybody's watching. Be nice. Oh. Oh. If I lay the phone down to interfere, they'll sort it out on their own. Okay, hold on. Things are getting a little hostile. Does Mommy need to interfere? Here. There we go. That's okay. Somebody woke up super cranky. I moved Oreo down here. Oh, look at the isopods run. We're all underneath the carrot. Do you see him going? Yeah, right? Gotta have a fight. Live on Periscope. Have a little smackdown. The isopods went running. Oreo took off. Do you see? She's back here, pouting in a hole. Like instantly digging. Illuminati. Do you see the isopods? They're like, what the hell just happened? Oreo's like immediately digging. That's so funny. Ramona made that hole back there and like hides back there sometimes. We're gonna have some mango. A little dried mango. See, there's those stupid fruit flies. Oh, you bastards. Fee has all the food to herself. Are you gonna come back out? Where were you going? Are you mad? Yeah, well, Mom brought home a whole box of bananas. So guess where the fruit flies came from? From the box of bananas. That was a rough wake up, wasn't it? Very rude. No, I'm not bothering with the dehydrator. I think we're gonna make some banana bread, and then I might use the rest to make ice cream. Frozen bananas make really good ice cream. Okay, Pam. Hopefully I'll still be here. That other crab that woke Oreo up didn't even come out. Oh, maybe. That could be. Because we haven't had any, and then now, like, I came in here and you can see him climbing on the glass and stuff. It's gross. I think you may be obsessed, Agent Mulder. Why are we trying to climb the glass? Just go up the rock. Yeah, see? That way it's so much easier. Do you put it on bread and serve it like an Elvis sandwich? Isn't that what Elvis would eat? Peanut butter and honey and bananas? Oh, fried. Okay. I've never had fried bananas. Fee's working on the red carrot. Ow. That was my toe. And the filing cabinet. Oh, I need to get like some kind of tripod thing set up. This is definitely not good for my arm. You guys getting car sick yet from me wiggling around so much? Oh, that care's all good. I just kicked the filing cabinet, nothing new. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are you guys all picking on Oreo tonight? Oreo's allowed to be in the log too. Fi. Just come down the rock normal. Fi looks really blue right now. Normally he looks, well, I say he, I don't know the gender. I think he's not being a booger. See, his claw is closed. But could you just not climb on top of Oreo to come out? Yeah. Yeah, this is the laying down log. The initial fight happened up here because Oreo was sleeping and somebody was underneath and, like, ejected her out of the log. And so I put her down here on the sand, and she ran to hide, and then she was coming up here, and now Fi's being a butt. But, like, he's not being... I think he's just trying to get out, but he's being a booger. Alright, I gotta separate these two. I can't sit and watch Oreo get tossed around. Hold on again. We have a bubble too. Okay. Oh, and look. Now Fi, like, ran back up in the log. Poor little girl. Everybody picking on you. That's right, Jeannie. We haven't had a Crabiscope, a real Crabiscope, in how many months? And we get our first night with real internet, and everybody's being a shit. You're gonna fall in the water. You're gonna fall in. Don't walk on the edge. Are you gonna go back in the log with the bully? Russell, I kind of suspected that. How did you find us anyway, Russell? Oreo, what you doing? Your shell is way too big. Way too big. You're gonna go back in there, aren't you? Okay. Sometimes I question their intelligence. Sometimes they seem so smart and so clever, and then... Oh, well, thanks. We usually do these every Saturday, but we had to take a few months off just because of some personal issues, but I got my internet back, and so we're gonna resume. And sometimes they're super boring. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you watching. And if you find it interesting, we'll be back next Saturday, most likely. Sometimes it's busy in here, and sometimes there's hardly any crabs out, but sometimes I pick a topic, hermit crab related topic, that we talk about. Okay, well, not taco. See, for whatever reason, I named this crab Oreo, and every time I go to say Oreo, taco comes out. So I need to find another one to name taco so I can quit calling Oreo taco. I don't know why. Those have nothing to do with each other, other than they're both 4 letters. Taco is meaningless. I named her Oreo because of her eyes. And she's going up into the upper cork log. I can see one of them. Oh, yeah. Beth will be on the New Jersey shore in August at the Miss Crustacean pageant, hopefully with some other hermit crabbers, handing out care information, and she'll be doing a periscope from down there, from a bunch of the shops and from the boardwalk and stuff. Thanks, Russell. Have a good night. It was great to have you in here with us. Ditto's still just like doing nothing in the corner, even though she woke up for a little bit. I know those two are down there eating. Being brats. I don't know who that is, though, with Forrest. Unless it's the same. I think there's just one Clypetus that's in that same kind of shell. And it's the other one that loves the wheel so much it doesn't have a name. Well, you guys, I guess. Not much else to talk about. I'll probably scope down and give my arm a break. My arm is still bothering me and my shoulder blade again. And this isn't helping, but I wanted to do it anyway. You think I should name that one Taco? But the personality, I don't have one that's got a taco personality. Oh, but you know what? If that is the one that I think it is, the one that's back here, those two, like, bicker all the time. Oh, I was going to say Taco and Tico. Like, I could name this one Taco and that one back there Tico. Because Taco Bell is gross. I'm a Taco John's girl. 100% Taco John's. Like, I don't know what a taco personality is. Like, cheesy. Delicious. I don't know. Don't ask me to justify. Oreo is simply because of the stripes on her eyes. So, that's a stretch at best. Okay, Jeannie, thank you. Exactly. Stuff in a shell. That's a taco personality. Jeannie just justified it. All crabs should be named Taco. They're all tacos. They're all Mexican. Mexican in a shell. Okay, I better get off of here before I have a complete... Yeah, see, Mexican Turbo. You were proving my case. They're all tacos. Maybe a burrito or two. And an enchilada and chimichanga. Technically all come in a shell. Cadbury eggs come in chocolate shells. Still a shell, technically. Eggs come in shells. Fee must still be eating carrot. Ramona's on the move, but I don't know where she's going. Okay, gang, I'm really for real gonna periscope down now. And I will Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. I think you said your fever finally went away. But I will catch up with everybody on Facebook. Be sure that you vote in the contest. Polls will be up for 7 days. I have the threads already open and going for the April contest. And, I can't remember the name of Shireen's company, but she's sponsoring the good grief, April contest. So if you win, I think it's Crab Head of the Month, you get a prize from her in April. That's all I got for now. I can't remember anything else. I didn't write a script tonight. I didn't make any notes tonight. This is live from the Crab Unprepared. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.